dog isn't quite ready to take on a dog park. Jenny Anchondo is going to show us the best practices to take when training a new puppy.
Welcome to Clyde Warren Park, everybody. Today we are hanging out with Dasher and his trainer. He's only 20 weeks old, so we're going to learn what to do when you get a puppy to make sure your life doesn't turn into chaos. I have been stalking Art Ortiz from Dog Fit Dallas for quite a while now. My gosh, you have a huge Instagram following and just people who follow you for tips. So here's the deal. What do we do when we get a puppy? What are the best practices?
So I think it's one of the things that I think people really need to learn about is crate training is a really valuable lesson that the dog should learn because it's a safe place. Now, I can tell you when I first started, I was totally against crates. However, I really learned to look at it or view it as like another bedroom in our home. So I have a bedroom that I go to and I rest in, right? So if we see it as a place of rest or a Zen pen, then we can change how we perceive it. That makes sense?
Zen pen.
Yeah.
That's what I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Put like a succulent around it.
Yeah, it's not used for punishment. It's a place where they can go and hang out and rest. It's a safe place, you know? I have people use it as an apartment or condo. They say things like that. It's just to change the perception, right? So one of the best things that they'll practice that they can introduce is crate training. Introducing the dog as this is going to be your room. We're going to be over here because again, it's a safe place. There's going to be a time in the dog's life that it may need to spend time at the vet, and so if it's already learned how to be confined, then going into the vet's going to make it so much easier for that dog, less stressful.
And do you start crate training on day one?
100%. Like as soon as I bring the dog in, I will start to introduce crate. So the way I do that is I start to get some food and lure the dog into the crate, okay? And I get it invited out. And I'll do that several times over and over, and just so the dog understands like, oh, this is a good place. And then I'll just learn for it to wait in there. So I'll use the gate to kind of close, then I open it. So I just kind of take it one step at a time until the dog has understood these are the things that I have to do. Okay.
Now, what about schedules? Should they be, it's like we know when we have kids, we keep them on a sleep schedule, an eating schedule, a play schedule. Do we do the same for puppies?
It's exactly the same thing.
Okay.
And you know, just like you said, toddlers, we both have some young kids. You do have to keep on a schedule. And a lot of the behaviors that the puppies will display, like nipping and all these things, it's because they need some rest. And people don't realize that they actually need some rest, just like kids, right?
Now, when we were chatting earlier, you gave me a couple really solid tips.
Yep.
I run high strung. It is how God made me. It is who I am. But I've learned that around animals, I have to tone it down a little bit. Talk about what you do with giving them the treat. For example, Dasher's just totally chilling out right now.
Yep. Well, so a lot of times people will use the food in a way to represent the overexcitement of things, right? And so, but for me, for Dasher, is I want him to understand that the smell of food, the scent of food, should represent more calmness. I want to feed a more calm brain. Okay. So if I present this food and he is lured by it, but I've taught him to always lay down in the presence of food, not jump at me, right?
When everybody gets a new dog, they want to take him or her to the dog park. Is that a good idea for a puppy?
Well, not necessarily, because there's a lot of other health concerns that the dog needs to go through. You know, parvo is a really big thing that could be fatal for dogs, you know. And so, in my opinion, people are taking their dogs because they want to socialize. The only thing is that every human that's in there is not in agreement with how things should be run, you know, and if we can't have any agreement, we can't move forward on how things should be run.